your state, Massachusetts, you don't need an ID to vote, but it seems like the data was a little bit more mixed when it came to voter ID issues.
And we found across demographic groups that people see this in some ways as a common sense solution to issues potentially of voter fraud. So we saw majorities of folks supporting voter ID requirements in states. And this is true, and this was what was relatively surprising. Among the groups that are said to be most affected by voter ID law,
y'all missed
young
him
people,
just
people of
say
color, majorities of both support voter ID law.
Were you
that Biden
surprised
wasn't
by
the
this idea of how
elected for
people, the
president for real.
respondents, thought about fraud?
Damn, I hate that. I hate I missed that.
On one hand, they want to make people turn out to vote on election day. They want high levels of participation.
So
But
Trump
they're extremely
won for real.
concerned about voter fraud. And what we have found as political scientists is that there's very little actual evidence
Know what
of
they're trying to
widespread
say?
voter fraud. But given the rhetoric of prominent Republicans, given the support in particular media outlets for the perception that voter fraud is widespread, this has trickled down to the American public, and this is one of the issues that they really are concerned about. In fact, they're willing to attack voter fraud, even if it makes it more difficult for Americans to turn out to vote.
Talk to me about younger people. What were some of the issues and concerns that they cared about that you thought were different than older people?
Younger people were more likely to support reparations being paid to African Americans. Younger people were more likely to support statehood for Washington, D.C., as well as Puerto Rico. As it pertains to election reform, younger people are much more supportive of these reforms that attempt to make voting easier in the United States. And so we're seeing this progressive tilt that is exhibited amongst the youngest Americans, at least the youngest voting age Americans in the United States. And going forward, it'll be interesting to see what impact that has on state-level politics and on national politics.
Professor Natetta, nice to talk to you from UMass Amherst. Appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
He was deep.
You bet.
Next.
Damn, I hate I missed that other stuff because he had some other stuff that he said.